If you could use a little more joy and peace in your life, then I've got the book for you. And I want to take a little time to read from the introduction of my new book, Up Your Optimism Game, which is a guide to help professionals to turn their stress, depression, and anxiety into joy, happiness, and peace of mind so they can make the biggest positive impact at home, at work, and in the world without having to feel like they've compromised their own mental health. And so here's a little bit from the introduction of Up Your Optimism Game. It happens so fast. One day, you're a kid without a care in the world. You're so full of energy and joy that you laugh and smile effortlessly. You're daring, creative, and curious about life. Hope drives you to chase crazy dreams, and with fearless determination, you ascend the academic ranks and earn multiple degrees on your way to becoming a successful adult. And then you wake up one day and think to yourself, damn, adulting kind of sucks. Anxiety and worry become your two best friends. Stress feels like a crazy ex you keep trying to break up with to no avail. Life throws so much loss and heartbreak your way that you sometimes just want to curl up in a ball and stay in bed all day. One day, you're happy playing with sticks and rocks. The next, you're miserable and depressed. One day, you're so confident and bold, you'll wear butterfly wings to kindergarten. The next, you feel like an imposter in your own skin. One day, you're hopeful and full of life. The next, you feel completely drained and hopeless. Is it just me? Or did anyone else miss the college class where they teach you what to do when breakups, health problems, and financial setbacks turn your life upside down? College doesn't teach us how to be happy. It teaches us how to be good at our jobs. So we become good teachers, engineers, lawyers, doctors, and corporate professionals. But we still struggle with burnout, depression, and anxiety. And we're left to learn about mental health and emotional well-being at the school of hard knocks. But adulthood doesn't have to be this way. You can have so much joy running through your veins that the littlest things make you smile. You can have so much confidence in yourself that nothing holds you back from your dreams. You can have so much poise that you stay grounded and strong through any adversity. And all you have to do is up your optimism game. Mental health revolves around two buckets: cognitive function and positive emotion. Cognitive function involves your ability to focus, remember things, and perform activities that require mental skill. Positive emotion refers to how good you feel emotionally. Sometimes our brains function well, but we use them in ways that lead us to feel more negative emotions like worry, anger, or hopelessness. Optimism is generally defined as hopefulness and confidence about the future, but I use a broader definition. My definition of optimism is any thinking pattern or action that helps create positive emotions. And teaching you how to increase your positive emotions is the goal of this book. Your family needs you at your best. The world needs you at your best. And you need you at your best. So I'm going to show you how you can use the power of optimism to transform your stress, depression, and anxiety into joy, happiness, and peace of mind, allowing you to make the biggest possible positive impact at home, at work, and in the world without compromising your own mental health. In addition to teaching you about your 24 optimism muscles, bet you didn't even know you had them, I'm going to do the following. Explain the anatomy of your inner world so you can navigate your emotions with ease. Show you how to train your brain to automatically generate a wide variety of positive emotions using my Think, Speak, Write workout method. And give you a 6-week optimism challenge designed to help you reclaim your joy and peace. Optimism can transform your life in many ways. It can boost your confidence and motivation, strengthen your relationships with yourself and others, and be a leadership superpower. The practices I'll share have worked for my clients, and I know they'll also work for you. Optimism workouts. Everybody knows that if you want good physical health, you have to work out your body. The premise of this book is simple. If you want good mental health, you have to work out your mind. The question is how? In a way, I've been working to answer this question my whole life. My passion for health and wellness began at an early age. Growing up as an athlete in New Orleans, I was often injured. When a physical therapist helped me return to basketball, I decided that I wanted to contribute to the world by helping people to get rid of pain. So I headed north to earn my doctorate degree in physical therapy at Boston University, and Boston has been my home ever since. When I began my career as a physical therapist and personal trainer, I was obsessed with anatomy and physiology. And when Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts hired me as the on-site corporate wellness coach for employees, I leaned on my knowledge of the body to help clients to get healthier. But as more professionals came to me with stress-related concerns, I realized emotional wellness was just as important as physical wellness, which inspired my passion for positive psychology. Diving into positive psychology research, I was fascinated with the power of optimism to motivate people to pursue behavior change. And as I read more about the benefits of optimism for physical and mental health, I became convinced that optimism was the most powerful wellness tool anyone could possess. One problem: how could I help people to get it and grow it? Many fitness books teach physical anatomy and include workout plans to help people transform their bodies, but I couldn't find the equivalent when it came to mental health. So I used my love of anatomy and coaching experience to create a fitness-like approach to mental health that would be simple to understand and easy to practice. Optimism workouts were the solution my clients needed and also the one I needed. When I found out my position was being eliminated during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, a wave of depression hit me. For months, my routine turned into this unhealthy loop: get up, eat chocolate, binge Netflix, take a nap, eat more chocolate, binge more Netflix. I watched so much Netflix that I had to start watching series in other languages because I finished all the good ones in English. Then one day, I was scrolling through YouTube and came across a video featuring a yogi who said, "Joy or misery is your choice." I had heard this type of message before, but this time it just hit me. I didn't have to wallow on a couch and eat chocolate all day. I had agency over how I lived my life. So I started coaching myself. First, I began exercising my body and my energy started coming back. But I also knew I needed to exercise my mind. That's when I created my first personal mindset workout routine. I started a gratitude journal, did breathing exercises, and listened to and repeated positive affirmations. And I noticed my mindset shifting. My joy, hope, and optimism started coming back thanks to my optimism workouts. During a hard time when my life was far from perfect, I had so much joy and energy, I popped out of bed at 5 a.m., smiled randomly, and found a new passion that fired me up, spreading hope and optimism as far and wide as I could. Because I know what it's like to struggle with mental health challenges, I felt called to write this book to help people like you. I spent the first half of my career creating workouts to help people transform their bodies. Now, as an optimism and mental health coach, I've created a 6-week optimism workout program to help you transform your mind. At its core, this is a coaching book, so think of me as your coach. Since coaching is collaborative, I want to encourage you to apply your own wisdom to what you read. Coaching is also forward-looking and action-oriented, so focus on the changes you like to make and put what you learn into practice. What coaching is not, however, is a substitute for therapy or medical advice. If you're dealing with a serious mental illness, please seek counsel from a licensed practitioner. Throughout the book, you'll meet different clients, but you'll mostly follow the journey of two main characters, Kristen and Joe, who represent the most typical clients I've worked with. I hope you gain insights from their experiences and feel inspired by their transformations. Adulting doesn't have to suck. You can live a full life, feel great emotionally, and be a bright light for others. I know you have your own unique challenges, but I also know you've already accomplished many things in your life. So I'm confident that you can learn how to use the power of optimism to decrease your stress, depression, and anxiety. More joy, happiness, and peace could just be a few mental workouts away. So let's dive in. All right. So that is the introduction from Up Your Optimism Game. And if you are a professional who is ready to leave behind stress, worry, and anxiety and feel more joy and peace, then this is the book for you. I have spent the last 13 years as a corporate coach. And in that time, I've worked with over 1,000 different professionals. And I feel confident that the principles and ideas in Up Your Optimism Game will help you to elevate your own emotional well-being so that you feel more joy and peace. All right. I hope that you liked the introduction. And until later, remember to shine your brightest, keep the faith, and never give up hope. Peace.